Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel, Sharon's Nail Boutique. So this is the set, the gorgeous glow in the dark set that I did. And I tried a new angle for you guys this time. I wanted to see what it would look like doing it from the opposite side of my desk, from the left-hand side of me. I'm not crazy about the angle, but I did want to try something new just to give you guys that different view of things, the different view of my table, just to kind of see like how I'm dipping into my powders. In hindsight, I think I could have maybe got the angle a little better, but now that I know how I need to do it and stuff, I think I could get it a little better next time. So I'm just going in with my OPI BONDAID, and that's one coat on each of the 10 nail beds. Before I went in with my tips, I did dehydrate the nail. She did come to me with a couple of nails still on from the previous place, which were gel, so I had to file those all off because, as you know, you can't soak hard gel. They do make gels that you can soak off, but it'll specify whether it's a soft gel or a hard gel. Hard gels you have to file, soft gels you can soak off. So I'm just doing my thin clear base, and I really wanted you guys to see how I hold the angle of my brush when I place my bead. See how I have it at that 45-degree angle, and I'm just kind of pushing it up, rounding that cuticle area and the sidewall area, and then I'll pull the rest of my product down, just making sure it's tucked in and around those sidewall and cuticle area. That's the most important part when you are placing that bead up there. So as you can see, 45-degree angle, pushing it up into that cuticle, making sure my brush is tucked behind my bead so that I'm not touching any of that cuticle or skin with my liquid or acrylic. So I'll move on to the next nail and do the exact same thing, turning my brush as I get to those sides, as you can see there. And then I put the thin clear base on the thumb. Now I place that, pushing it up, rounding those corners, making sure that those are flush. And then I'll move on to the next hand with the clear base. So with these nails, they're glow in the dark, and she brought a couple pictures with her. Obviously I made it my own, but what I did was we went in on the pinky and the pointers on both hands with Journey to Mars by Glam&Glitz, which is a neon green glow in the dark, and it's really, really pretty. I love this green color. She had this sort of pastelish green color on her toes, so she wanted to match that as good as she could. So we went with Journey to Mars, and then we did Afterglow, which is a white that glows purple. We did the Afterglow on the rest of the nails, and what I did on top of the Afterglow was I went in with these neon colors and then some of that glow in the dark neon green, and I kind of was swiping the colors kind of over the white and making it look like kind of like finger paintish, but my brush was really wet, so when I would place down a color, I would kind of swirl it over it and touch it with some of that liquid so it's not as opaque, I would say. And I was just asking where it went. That's that glow in the dark Journey to Mars green color right there. So I wanted to figure out, was it the pinky or the ring finger? So it ended up being that it was the pinky. So I laid that down, making sure that my brush is at a 45-degree angle so I can push that up. And then I will make sure it's neat around that cuticle and sidewall area, and then pull the rest of my product down. As you can see, the shape of the nail is starting to take form. So as you're looking at it from the side, you want it to be thin and flush up at that cuticle. That's why you hold your brush like that. Now once you've gotten it to where your stress point is, then you can start brushing the rest of it down. But you want to have it like a slight 45-degree hill. Thin at the cuticle, come up ever so slightly, and then back down and out. So the shape of the nail should be like a slight hill and then come back down. So that's how nails should look. Unfortunately, most nail salons, they do your nails very flat looking. That's not the natural shape of anyone's nail. So you want to make sure that you're getting the shape of the natural nail in with the acrylic. That's where you're getting your structure from. The actual shape of the nail bed, you're building on that. So you want to go with the natural shape. So now that I'm done with the color, I will come back in and cap those when I'm done. But I move on to the pointer finger, which is another finger of the Journey to Mars. And this is why I didn't really like this angle, because the way she holds her, well, the way she was holding her hands, I had to keep like tucking her fingers like under my hand, because then you couldn't see what I was doing. So that's why I did that real quick, because I realized, okay, you're probably not gonna be able to see that finger. So I go back in up at that cuticle area, I think with another bead, unless I'm happy with this shape and I end up just moving on. But I add a little more at that free edge. I'm just checking the shape of it, making sure it's good, and it is. So then I'll move on to the next hand and do the glow green on those. I love Glam&Glitz powders because it's a wetter system, so it gives you more time to play with your products, you know, and it depends on the liquid. Actually, it's not so much if you have a quick drying powder and it specifies it, then yeah, but most of the time it's the liquid that's actually drying the product fast. So if you have like maximum adhesion, I think that gives you some time to play with it. But like the stuff that's quick setting, like the fast monomer, more for like professional level, obviously. So I'm going in here and I'm capping these nails, and then I'll move on to the white Afterglow, which glows purple, and that's also by Glam&Glitz. Really, really pretty white, goes on really, really nice. Now you see the shape of that nail from the side, and when you're done, you'll go back in and you'll file. So it's not gonna be thick or anything like that. You're just wanting to cap your design enough so that when you do come back in to file, your whole color is capped. You don't have to cut into that. You see what I'm saying? I'm just making sure the free edge is nice and neat, so when I do come back into file, I don't have a lot to do, which I didn't. I'm just making sure that that area is covered up at the cuticle and that my nail is shaped nicely. And then I will move on to cap the pointer over here, adding a little bit more at that free edge because it was not even. So now I'm going to cap this. And I start off at that cuticle, tucking those corners in and everything, and then working my product down the nail, taking off any excess and making sure it's nice and neat at that free edge. And then when I move on to the white nails, all it is a full nail of the white Afterglow by Glam&Glitz that glows purple. And then I'll go in with the neon colors and kind of swoosh them through, kind of looking like a tie-dye type of design effect. So let me know what you ladies think. Like, if you like this design, if you weren't really feeling it, how do you feel about the angle? I'm not crazy about it, so do not hesitate to let me know your true feelings. I don't personally really like this angle because you can't really tell exactly what I'm doing, only bits and parts, and that's what I don't like. I want you guys to be able to see it from like, it's like the angle, I don't know, it's like, I want you guys to be able to see it from head on, so I don't want you to have to struggle to see exactly what I'm doing. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some shots in this that you could really tell better as to how I'm laying my bead than from like forward down, but I don't know, I just have to perfect this angle and get it better. I still wanted you guys to see this because, you know, I'm trying to figure things out. I'm trying to get better views, better angles, and I just need some advice as to like, what type of shot do you guys think would be better? How do you think I should sit my camera? Should it be up on top, or should it be from the left? Should it be from the right? I'm thinking from the left because I'm right-handed, so you don't want the right hand to get in the way. But obviously I need to get more like like I need to move my camera upwards a little bit so that you can see exactly everything I'm doing. Now you see how I'm taking that color and I'm just, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm just kind of pulling it through the white. Like the white is already pretty dry. I'm just kind of swirling those colors, like, and if they come into contact with each other, then that's cool too. And I'll wet them really good so that they're kind of spreading out throughout the nail. And you'll see at the end from the pictures, and obviously from the picture in the beginning, what I meant. But I was really pleased with them. She loved them. So, and this is what she was going for. So we got there in the end, and that's all that matters. So I'm going to leave you guys to it. I love you all so much. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Anybody that's recently new, welcome to my channel. If you are not subscribed yet and you're thinking about doing so, definitely do not hesitate to smash that subscribe button right now. You will not regret it. I promise you, I will be having lots of new content coming up. I have a vlog series coming up and just lots of really cool things in the works for my channel. And without you guys, I wouldn't have a reason to be doing this. So I can't tell you how grateful I am to you guys. I just love you all so much. And don't forget, hashtag Celeste Nail Designs, hashtag more love, less hate. And let's just try and make this world a better place. I know that sounds cliche and corny, but we just need to look out for each other. We're all in this together. So let's just remember that, okay, guys? And I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys. Bye, dolls.